Good morning, stamping friends. How's everyone doing today, this Tuesday morning? It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. We're gonna have a high of 73 today. I hesitate saying that because I know a lot of people are not having great weather, but oh, I love living here. So maybe that just means you need to make a trip out to Arizona and visit me. You can come to one of my classes. Well, I'm always excited to share what I've been working on in my little craft room here, and today's not any different. We are winding down our Sale-a-Bration promotion, and so I want to use some Sale-a-Bration products today because you only have until February 28th, which is next Sunday, to get in on the free products that are offered for qualifying orders. The other thing that you can do is if you decide you want to sign up and just be a wholesale shopper, which means signing up to be a demonstrator, that would be an even better deal because then you get to buy all your products at wholesale costs and be a part of my team. And oh, I'd love to share more about that with you. Not only that, but you get over 200 sheets of designer series paper, which is going to be featured in our new catalog that will be coming out soon. So you get a little bit of a head start on some of the products that not everyone can purchase right now. So the starter kit is only $99 and you get to choose 125 items of whatever you would like. So you design your own kit, and you know, usually there's something that you need, even if it's envelopes or paper, but it's just nice to be able to purchase at wholesale prices, and there's no obligation to do classes or Facebook Lives or anything. It just means kind of like a Costco membership that you can buy at wholesale prices. So contact me and I will share more with you. I can give you a call, we can text or email, whatever's easiest for you. All right, so let's jump into our project today. Let me flip my camera around, and just need to change it so it's not upside down. All right, there we go. And you can see my host code at the top here. If you find anything that you like product-wise, just use my host code, and then I can get credit for that. And if your order's over $150, then you grab the credits yourself. Let me see, it's a little bit crooked here, but we'll get started. All right, if you hear noise in the background, I can hear my son just got up for online school. All right, one more quick note here, my class to go. Remember, it's using the sweet ice cream stamp set and punch, and there's 6 projects here. One is a little acetate box that can hold all these cards, and there's just a real nice variety of birthday and just general cards, and they're just fun. They have fun colors, and the designer series paper is really fun to work with. And then here's the products, the stamp set and the punch. These are the embellishments, and you get 6 make and takes that I will cut and get in the mail to you starting the March 8th, I believe, is when I will be sending those in the mail. And then here's the different pricing. Option A, as you can see, has everything pictured in that sheet. Option B just has a stamp set and punch, but there's no of the embellishment and paper. And then the last option is just the embellishment and paper and without any of the product. Maybe you already own that, so that might be your choice. All right, and that deadline is March 1st. So that is a week from yesterday. That we are winding down on that class as well. All right, so the product that I want to share with you is, I love the cardstock that's in the catalog that is already pre-scored, and it has a cute little dotted ridge around here like a border, and it's just really fast and easy to use because you know, all the work's done for you. And there's also a matching envelope, which I forgot to grab here, but it has some designer series paper in the flap of the envelope, and these are in the large catalog. And so I will put the description up. It's called Flowers for Every Season, Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. You'll get 2 of every in color, the in colors that are new in this current catalog. and order. And let me just show this paper to you. Here's all the colors. I love that it's florals with an opposite side that isn't floral. There's polka dots and leaves and stripes, so you get a little bit of everything. And then let me quick point out the stamp set that we're going to use. It is called Approaching Perfection, and who couldn't use a cute little birthday stamp set? This one is really cute, and the sentiment that we're going to use is my favorite one in here. All right, so let's get back to the card. So this was our 4x3, and this is just 1/8 inch smaller, which is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And then we'll take our Stampin' Seal and just add some on the back side. And let's adhere that to the front of this bordered piece. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is stamp our sentiment. And the sentiment I chose from this, I think I used this 1 or 2 videos ago. The sentiment says, "Newsflash, birthdays found to be good for health. Studies show that people who have more birthdays live the longest." Isn't that the best saying? It's so cute. All right, I'm going to take Misty Moonlight, which matches our card base, and just stamp that right in the middle. And the die that I'm using, you might not recognize this one. I just got this one. It's called Tasteful Label Dies. Look at the assortment here. Circles and rectangular shapes and a nice little banner that's a good size. I always have to kind of make my own of that size. So this is just a really fun set that will stay in my stash. And the one that I used is this one with the corners notched out. Isn't that fun? All right. So let's stamp this on here and just stamp it right in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is take a little scrap piece of paper. Let me wipe this off. I use my little chamois that's wet and I put it in a stamp case. Did you know that we sell these empty too? So that's how I store my Simply chamois. I just wet it and then leave it in there, and I don't have to wet it every single time I use it. Now we're going to take the coordinating color, which is Shaded Spruce, and I'm going to get a little scrap piece of paper because I don't want to stamp on my mat here. So we're just going to ink this up again. You don't have to do the whole stamp. I'm really going to be after the part that says Newsflash on the top, so you can just stamp that part. And then I'm going to take my paper snips, and I just want to cut this off, and I'm just going to fussy cut it and follow the line that's there. We just want to add a little bit of interest to the title here, so it's not all the same color, and just use a coordinating color. It doesn't have to be perfect. When you cut, you want people to know that it's handmade. If you cut too perfect, they'll say, "Oh, she must have bought this," and you don't want that. You want people to know you put TLC into this card. Now I'm going to take my mini dimensionals. This is when they're good, and you don't have to cut the larger ones down. They're already mini. And just put a couple on the back here. And then we will put that right on top of our Newsflash that we already stamped in Misty Moonlight. And it's going to pop it up like that. All right, now it's not only popped up, but a different color. Now the next thing we're going to do is we have ribbon that is Misty Moonlight as well. We have ribbon that matches all of our in colors. So I just grabbed the one that's the card base, and we're just going to tie this in a bow. It doesn't matter where it falls because we can adjust it, and it doesn't matter if the bow goes upside down because we haven't taped it down. So you can, pull it off and turn it the other way. You can adjust it, do whatever. So this turned out not too bad. I'm going to pull it a little bit tighter so the loops are smaller. Pull it tight again. And then we will just trim down the ends like that. Now we are going to hike this over to the left side like this, and then we are going to take that little piece that we already made, and I'm just going to set it where I want it to go. I want it to be off a little bit to the right side with the bow falling a little bit to the left side. So let's take some more dimensionals, and this time I'm just going to put 2 on opposite corners. You don't have to fill up your paper with dimensionals when you do this. 2 is going to hold it steady. And what I do is I don't put it in the middle, because if I needed to adjust this after it was on, if it was in the middle, this would not be able to slide. But when I put it on top and below, I can still slide it if I need to. Do you know what I mean? So like here, maybe I want to hike it down a little bit more. I can do that because I don't have a dimensional right underneath in the middle. All right, now let's add 4 more dimensionals. This time we'll go on all the corners. And as you can see, we are almost done with this, but I want to do a little bit more on the inside. It's a little bit bigger card base than we traditionally make when we just cut a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock in half and then have envelopes that fit. This one is a little bit larger, so that's why they put envelopes with the note card set. See how it fits right smack inside of there? Last time I used this, everybody said, how'd you get those dots? Remember, these are pre-printed on there, so I didn't have to do anything. All right, now for the inside, this stamp set, which this is the one we're using. Look at all the fun sets. They're just really fun sayings that'll make you giggle. We're just going to use the happy birthday one. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to stamp this one in shaded spruce, and just go right in the middle, center middle. I need to re-ink that. It's a little bit light, but the nice thing is it blends because it's still the same shade, just a little bit lighter. Sometimes I want lighter on purpose, and so I'll stamp off. Then I'm going to take that scrap piece because we're going to add a little bit of interest. And I know I just used this one last week as well, but I love this set because it looks like the same flower that's in the designer series paper. It's called Beautiful Friendship. Thank you for those of you who ordered it too, based on my last video. And we are going to use Misty Moonlight for that. And I'm using the larger stamp here. And let's just ink that up. Remember, if you order anything from my Stampin' Up! Website, the store, you get the Creative View classes for free. I just send them to you. They're the pieces, and then you can either add your own sentiments or flowers or whatever we do, or maybe you want to order those products that I used, and then but all you have to do is put a $35 in by the 10th of the month, and you will receive those projects. Isn't that pretty? Look at the shading that happens automatically. I didn't even have to stamp off or do anything with that. And I'm also going to add a few little leaves here. Let's use this size. Kind of impromptu here. And we are going to do light green leaves because my stamp needs to be re-inked, as I told you. And just add just a couple. Don't overdo. Less is more in my world. All right, now I think that our inside coordinates nicely with the outside. So there you have it. Wasn't that a fast and easy card? Well, I hope you enjoyed this project, and I will be back again next Friday morning at 9 a.m. Arizona time. Remember, I do Facebook and YouTube lives twice a week, Tuesday mornings and Friday mornings. So I will see you then. Thank you so much, and have a great week. Bye-bye.